Have you ever met someone you knew you absolutely shouldn't fall for, and then realized your heart never got the memo? That's the emotional pull behind Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, a smart, witty, and deeply emotional romance that proves love doesn't always arrive at the right time or under the right circumstances. At first glance, this feels like a simple enemies to lovers story, but within minutes, you'll realize it's much more than that. It's about two people who are fiercely independent, emotionally guarded, and convinced that love is the last thing they need. Rue Siebert is brilliant, successful, and careful. She has spent her life building walls around her heart because she knows that feelings can complicate everything. Eli Kilgore is confident, ambitious, and connected to a business deal that puts them on opposite sides. Their first meeting is filled with tension, sharp conversations, and undeniable chemistry. They both know getting involved is a terrible idea, so they make a deal. No promises, no emotions, no love. But as they spend more time together, those rules become impossible to follow. What makes Not in Love so addictive isn't just the romance, it's how real the emotions feel. Ali Hazelwood writes characters who are intelligent, yet vulnerable, strong, yet deeply human. Their conversations are full of humor, their chemistry is impossible to ignore, and every chapter slowly peels back another layer of who they really are. The audiobook brings that experience to life in a way that reading alone simply can't. Every sarcastic remark, every quiet confession, every moment of hesitation feels more personal when performed by talented narrators. You don't just hear the dialogue, you feel every heartbeat behind it. If you've ever enjoyed workplace romance, enemies to lovers relationships, slow emotional tension, or stories where two people fight their feelings until they can't anymore, this audiobook deserves a place on your playlist. What makes this story stand out is that it doesn't rely on over-the-top drama. Instead, it focuses on trust, vulnerability, emotional healing, and discovering that sometimes the person you never planned for becomes the one you can't imagine living without. Ali Hazelwood has a gift for blending humor, romance, emotional depth, and unforgettable chemistry into a story that's impossible to stop listening to. By the end, you'll laugh, you'll smile, and you might even find yourself reflecting on how often we convince ourselves we're not in love, when our hearts already know the truth. If you're searching for a romance audiobook that's heartfelt, emotionally satisfying, funny, and impossible to pause, Not in Love is an experience you won't want to miss. Start listening today with a free audiobook trial using the link in the description. You'll understand why so many romance fans couldn't stop listening until the very last chapter.